All right, hi, says Dr. Ben. Next question. Yeah, actually on a recent question for a change. So this is from Cat. Good morning, Cat. Yeah, I like cats. I have 5 cats. Yeah. Let's see. From what I can tell, this is a peer-reviewed study about the efficacy of different mask types. Would this get the Dr. Ben seal of approval? Oh my gosh, that's such a coveted thing in the world of science. Yeah, for a good study. Yeah, and so it's from a fairly new journal called Science Advances, or it's new to me anyway. I only just started seeing Science Advances articles coming up. Yeah, I don't know. Could have been there for 10 years, but it's probably fairly recent. So I had a look at it, and yeah, this is a study where it looks like some various medically affiliated people have got together for maybe the rationale and the big picture, making the tough decisions, and then roped in a group of physicists that seem to have done all the work. Yeah. And they are using little sheets of laser in a box to measure how many droplets are being released with different kinds of mask material. And that is the best way that I have seen to actually measure this stuff. Somebody who is closer to the actual physics side could maybe figure out if there's a better way that this could be done, but this seems to be state of the art, at least for right now. Yeah, it looks like they've even got a figure in there talking about the parameters of their detection system, which is very nice. Yeah. A lot of people leave those out on some of the higher profile articles, but you need to know that it's there, at least as a reviewer or maybe not as a reader necessarily. But yeah, this looks pretty good. They test out a bunch of different mask wearing things. So if I'm critiquing this, I would say the points that they potentially miss are the flow rate. So I think these are all measurements of how many particles come out during low activity. If you're just sort of sitting sleepy-eyed in a chair talking like this, like that. And if you are out and moving around, then the numbers change. So the efficiency of different types of mass doesn't necessarily remain as strong as you start to have heavier breathing. It gets a little more restrictive. You have a bit less air coming in, which feels bad. And also, it doesn't do quite as good a job at blocking particles from coming in or going out, because you're just forcing so much more air through those little holes that, yeah, it'll pick up some of those particles and carry them through. Still a whole lot better than no mask, but yeah. And so this comes to the conclusion that N95 masks are pretty good, which, yeah, science and, I don't know, the FDA, I think, would agree with you there, or with them there. And then they have, I think, surgical masks are in second place, but they try a couple different kinds of what look to me like surgical masks. And yeah, they're all pretty good, which they are at low flow. They're not as good at high flow. So if you were outside running in a track meet, you wouldn't be 100% protected, or to the same extent that you would be protected if you were just sitting in a chair, like I am right now. Yeah. But yeah, looks good to me. Good study. I hadn't seen it. Glad you brought it up. Thanks very much. This is Ask Dr. Ben.